want to buy a Porsche, but you're not looking to drop six figures on a 911. You're asking the right question. What's the absolute cheapest way to get that crest on your driveway in 2025? Let's cut through the marketing and get to the real numbers. The answer is simple on paper. The cheapest new Porsche you can buy in the United States right now is the base gasoline Macan. Porsche's official website lists it from $64,600 before you add anything else. That's your starting point. But here's what nobody tells you up front. That number doesn't include delivery fees, doesn't include taxes, doesn't include registration, and it definitely doesn't include the options that dealers love to pile on. The real out-the-door price is going to be different, and we're going to break down exactly what you'll actually pay. Now, number 10 on our list of things you need to know, the base Macan gives you 261 horsepower from a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Porsche says it'll hit 60 in 6.0 seconds and top out at 144 miles per hour with summer tires. That's not setting any records, but it's quick enough to remind you this isn't just another compact SUV. The engine pairs with a 7-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, and all-wheel drive comes standard. You get that Porsche steering feel, that brake response, that chassis tuning that makes the Macan drive like it was engineered by the same people who build the 911, because it was. Number 9, what you actually get for that base price. The standard equipment includes a 10.9-inch touchscreen with Porsche communication management, LED headlights, a 10-speaker audio system, and heated front seats. Apple CarPlay is available wirelessly on most recent builds, and Android Auto is now supported on newer Macans too. The base Macan isn't stripped down like some entry-level luxury cars. You're getting real Porsche engineering, not a parts bin special with a badge slapped on. The interior feels premium, the materials are quality, and you won't feel like you're driving the poverty spec when you pull up next to a Macan S. Number 8, the next cheapest Porsche is the 718 Cayman at $75,400. That's nearly $11,000 more than the base Macan before you add a single option. The 718 Boxster, the convertible version, starts at $77,600. Both cars make 300 horsepower from their base engines, and Porsche quotes 0 to 60 in as low as 4.7 seconds with the PDK transmission. These are proper sports cars with mid-engine layouts and handling that'll put a smile on your face every time you find a good road. But they're not the cheapest way into a new Porsche, and there's a timing issue you need to know about. Number 7, the current generation of the gas-powered 718 is ending production in October 2025. Road and Track confirmed this with Porsche Cars North America back in May. That doesn't mean you can't buy one new right now. There's still dealer inventory and cars in the pipeline, but supply is finite. If you've got your heart set on a new 718 Cayman or Boxster with a gas engine, this is your window. Once these are gone, whatever comes next will be different. Some dealers might discount the last units, others will hold firm because enthusiasts are buying them up. It's hard to predict which way it'll go. Number 6, the Macan Electric starts at $78,800 for the 2025 Macan 4 Electric, though the 2026 lineup shows a base Macan Electric trim for $78,000. Either way, that's more expensive than the gas Macan and even a bit more than the 718 Cayman. But the lease numbers tell an interesting story. Porsche Financial Services has been advertising the gas Macan at $949 per month for 39 months with $7,469 due at signing. The Macan Electric lease ad shows $999 per month for 39 months with $8,939 due at signing. That's only $50 more per month, even though the sticker price is over $13,000 higher. Depending on your dealer and how they structure the lease, the monthly payments can end up surprisingly close. But here's the catch with the electric Macan. It never qualified for the federal $7,500 clean vehicle tax credit because it's built in Germany, and the IRS rules required North American assembly with qualified battery sourcing. and as of October 2025, the federal program ended completely for any vehicles acquired after September 30th, 2025. So, there's no federal tax credit to count on at all anymore. Check with your state or local utility to see if there are any regional incentives, but the big federal money is off the table. Number 5, the real cost of the cheapest Porsche. Let's build a base 2026 Macan the smart way. Start with that $64,600 MSRP. Add $2,350 for delivery, processing, and handling. That's the current fee on the 2026 Macan configurator, and it's gone up from $1,650 that Porsche charged back in 2024. Always check the configurator or window sticker for the latest number because this fee can vary by model and year. Keep the exterior color basic, no metallic paint. Stick with the standard wheels and seats. Skip the premium package. Don't check any option boxes unless you absolutely need them. Your subtotal before taxes and fees is $66,950. Now, add your local sales tax. In most states, that's going to be 5 to 10%. Then add title and registration fees, which vary all over the map depending on where you live. Some places, it's a few $100, others, it's over $1,000. Then there's the dealer documentation fee, which is usually capped by state law, but still adds a few hundred more. A truly base Macan will cost somewhere in the high 60s to low 70s out the door in most markets. If you finance it, you're looking at standard interest on top of that. If you lease, use that Porsche Financial Services ad as your starting negotiation point, not your ending point. Number 4, fuel economy and running costs. The base Macan with the 4-cylinder engine gets about 19 miles per gallon in the city, 25 on the highway, and 22 combined according to EPA testing. That's not great, but it's not terrible for a performance SUV with all-wheel drive. You'll get better mileage on highway trips. Worse if you've got a heavy foot around town. Over 5 years, Edmunds calculates total cost of ownership somewhere between $90,000 and $108,000, depending on your trim level and assumptions. That includes depreciation, finance costs, fuel, insurance, and maintenance. Speaking of maintenance, RepairPal puts the average annual repair and maintenance cost for a Macan at about $1,265. That's on the high side for compact luxury SUVs, but it's what you sign up for with a Porsche. Maintenance intervals typically follow 10,000-mile or 1-year schedules, with larger services at 40,000, 80,000, 120,000, and 160,000 miles. Starting with 2018 models, Porsche includes the first scheduled maintenance, usually at 1 year or 10,000 miles, on new gas engine models. Confirm the specifics with your dealer when you're doing the paperwork. Parts and labor aren't cheap, and if you go with bigger wheels, your tire costs go up significantly. Number 3, the used market is where you'll find the real bargains if you're trying to spend as little as possible. Early Macans from 2015 to 2017 can show up in the low to mid-20s with reasonable miles and decent condition. You might see rougher high mileage examples advertised in the teens, but be careful with those. The Macan is a solid SUV when it's been taken care of, but it still carries Porsche-level repair costs when things go wrong. Always get a pre-purchase inspection from a Porsche specialist before you buy. For a proper sports car on a budget, the 986 Boxster from 1997 to 2004 is the classic entry point. Hagerty's price guide shows good condition examples around the low to mid-teens. You can find cars that need a little work for less. But there's a big issue with these older Porsches, the IMS bearing problem and potential bore scoring on certain model years with the M96 engine. This gets talked about a lot online, sometimes exaggerated, but it's real enough that you need to do your homework. Know which years are affected, budget for a retrofit or inspection if necessary, and absolutely get a pre-purchase inspection. The Porsche Club of America has good information on this, and aftermarket specialists like LN Engineering can walk you through what you're dealing with. Early Cayennes from 2003 to 2010 pop up cheap sometimes. We're talking high mileage examples under $10,000, but these are old SUVs with complex all-wheel drive systems and V8 or V6 engines. They can be fine if they've been well maintained, but they can also hit you with massive repair bills if they've been neglected. Only go this route if you have money set aside for repairs and you get a thorough inspection first. The middle ground is Porsche's Certified Pre-Owned program. CPO adds 2 years of unlimited mileage coverage on top of whatever's left from the original 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty. You get 24-hour roadside assistance and no deductible. The work gets done by Porsche-trained technicians. It's not rock-bottom cheap, but it's a safety net if you want used car savings without the headaches. Number 2, what to add and what to skip if you're keeping costs down. The base Macan comes with enough standard equipment that you don't need to pile on options. You've got all-wheel drive, the dual-clutch transmission, the touchscreen, LED lights, and a decent audio system. Heated seats are standard. If you live somewhere with real winters, think about adding the heated steering wheel. If you're always using your phone, check if wireless charging is standard on your model year or if it costs extra. Don't get talked into the premium package unless you'll genuinely use every feature in it. Bigger wheels look nice in photos, but they ride worse, cost more to replace when you hit a pothole, and the tires are expensive. Some wheel and tire combinations can actually slow you down because of the added weight. Metallic paint helps with resale a little bit, but not enough to justify it purely on cost. Two-tone leather looks great, but adds several thousand to the price. Most of the driver assistance packages are things you can live without. If you want a sportier Macan without jumping up to the S, the Macan T brings suspension and chassis upgrades while keeping the 2.0-liter engine, but it starts higher and costs more to insure. In pure cheapest Porsche math, the base model is still the answer. Number 1, how to actually buy the cheapest Porsche without getting taken. First, keep your build simple. Every option you check can add thousands fast. Porsche's online configurator will show you exactly how quickly the price climbs. Second, shop multiple dealers. Porsche dealers vary on inventory and willingness to negotiate. If you're flexible on color and options, think about getting quotes from dealers in different parts of the country. Some regions have more inventory than others. Some dealers need to move cars more than others. Third, read the Porsche Financial Services fine print carefully. Those national lease ads assume specific prices and costs. Your actual monthly payment can change based on the options you pick, the interest rate your dealer offers, and how much they're willing to discount. Fourth, time your purchase right. End of quarter, model year transitions, and regional demand shifts can all work in your favor. Look at what people are actually paying, not just the sticker price. Fifth, get insurance quotes before you commit. Get actual quotes on specific cars, not just general estimates. Insurance costs can vary quite a bit, and it affects what you'll really be paying every month. Sixth, budget for maintenance up front. That $1,265 average annual cost is real money. Factor it into your total ownership picture. If you don't like surprises, price out Porsche's extended warranty or prepaid maintenance plan when you're doing the deal, not after you've already bought the car. Seventh, if you're buying used, the pre-purchase inspection isn't optional, especially on older Boxsters and Caymans where IMS bearings and bore scoring are concerns. Spend the $300 to $500 for a thorough check. It's cheap insurance against buying someone else's problem. Eighth, be realistic about the electric Macan's costs. It's quicker than the base gas Macan and quieter, but it's only cheaper to operate if your charging situation and electricity rates make sense. Don't assume it'll save you money just because it's electric. The warranty on a new Porsche is 4 years or 50,000 miles bumper to bumper with roadside assistance. There's also a 12-year corrosion warranty on the body. Certified Pre-Owned adds 2 years of unlimited miles after that. Porsche's optional extended warranty can go up to 10 years or 100,000 miles from when the car was first put in service. The plans range from powertrain only to full coverage. It's not essential for everyone, but it's worth considering if you hate unexpected repair bills. Here's the decision tree that matters. If you want the lowest possible price on a new Porsche and you need a practical daily driver, buy the base gas Macan. Keep the options light, watch that delivery fee, and decide whether leasing or buying makes more sense for your situation. If you want the cheapest sports car experience and you're okay spending more for that mid-engine feel, the 718 Cayman is your answer. But move soon because this generation ends production in October. If you're trying to spend as little as possible and you're comfortable with used car risk, look at early Macans or 986 Boxsters with proper inspections. If you want less risk and still a good deal, certified pre-owned Macans with warranty coverage are the sweet spot. The Macan Electric isn't the cheapest by sticker price, and the federal tax credit program ended in September 2025, so that's completely off the table now. But if you can work out a good lease with your dealer and you've got home charging, the monthly payment can end up close enough to the gas Macan that it's worth comparing. Just remember, there's no federal money coming to help with the purchase.